we are super early. And so, let me know if you guys can hear me and see me okay. I had to go come on early today, but I figured it'd be better to go early than not at all. Jonathan the Dinosaur, X-Man, Modern Mountain Kids, Garbage, Blob Gone. What's going on, guys? Let me know if you can hear me, see me. Everything is flowing. You can hear me just fine. Okay, rad. I'm streaming off my hotspot in Wisconsin, so I'm not really sure how everything's going to go. And I had an insane travel day last night. Everything got canceled. We had to drive. I'm running off literally about 3 hours of sleep. And I'm exhausted. But Bob Dowd, what's up, man? Can't wait for ski season. I know. The ski videos are going to return beginning of September. My plan is to roll out basically 2 videos a week regarding ski information, ski topics, from resort rankings to my gear to Armada ski reviews to my top 5 runs. So if you guys have anything particular you want to see or something you've been interested about or learn about, let me know, whether it's on the YouTube community post or through DM or right here on the chat. But I have basically about like 15 topics so there will be pretty consistent stream of ski videos starting in September, and then still kind of mixing in with biking, whatever other activities we have going on. But I want to start rolling out ski videos here within the next like few weeks to a month. So just trying to get people kind of jonesed up for that. Ryan Krantz, what's going on? Charlie Fleming, Regina, caught me off guard. Honestly, I had this planned for like the normal time, but I'm in Wisconsin for racing, and I just know we're changing the fuel pumps on my race car right now, and I just know that by the time that's done, the stream would be ready to start. And it just, the timing, I'm like, I don't think this is going to work out. So this might be an abbreviated stream tonight, but I wanted to get on rather than not get on at all. So I'm sorry. I was like, I just have to get on and just do it. So we'll see what happens, but I'm going to stream until can't really stream. So I'm using my phone hotspot, which I haven't really done. Kind of a makeshift little setup, but I think it's working out okay. Little laggy. That's probably right because, yeah, I'm just going off a hotspot. So I wonder if I can bump down. Output. I might have just down, I went down to 720. Maybe that'll do a little bit better. My 15-year-old son watches all your videos, as do I, from Bob Dowd. Thank you, man. That's awesome. I love when father and son can enjoy together. Ski season, says Bob Gone. Yeah, it's coming soon. It's going to be here. I don't know if you guys have like the Epic Pass announcements, but Epic Pass just announced when resorts are going to open up. So Keystone is like mid-October, it says. I think Park City's November 17th. Vail and Breck is November 10th. So there are some opening dates starting to release, which is crazy. I hope the ski season will be good this year. Yeah, even if we just have an average year, we'll be dope. Just, 300-400 inches at Park City, whatever, we'll be fine. I mean, obviously, more POW days the better, but yeah, as long as we don't have like a super dry winter like we did not last year but the year before, I'm honestly okay with it. So Bon, what's up, man? What's up, Stoke Squad? Got a lot of your video gear video. Something on post would be good. Yeah, there'll definitely be another gear like my gear. You know, albeit nothing is really changing. So if you just followed the channel last year with my skis and everything like that, I mean, really nothing's different. I will be getting new ski boots, so that will be one thing, I guess, that's a little bit different. But for the most part, the ski gear is going to be the same, but I'm still excited to talk about it and kind of give some thoughts on why I use what I use. But there will 100% be ski. There will definitely be resort ranking video again. There will definitely be like my ski gear. So all that stuff is coming for sure. You want to ski backcountry this year? Tanner LaDuff. Probably not, to be honest, man. There will probably be no backcountry. I mean, I don't want to say no. I mean, it just depends kind of what opportunities arise, but I'm not really planning on doing much backcountry stuff. But I wouldn't be against it if something came up and there was a cool experience where I could learn and you guys could learn as well. But yeah, I'm not really in the backcountry stuff. Should I go to Aspen or Steamboat? Between those two, which would you go with? In my opinion, I would, if I had to choose one, I would go to Aspen. I just feel like there's a little bit more variety there. Like from a ski town perspective, it's obviously really fun. It's one of the most kind of crazy places you can go to just from that perspective. But you have a pretty good variety at Aspen. I mean, Aspen Highlands is very steep, lots of sort of extreme type terrain. You can hike Highlands Bowl. Snowmass is obviously a super fun mountain, and then you still have Buttermilk and Ajax. So there's just a lot of variety. I mean, it's not to say that Steamboat is bad by any means. Steamboat is a great mountain as well, but yeah, I just feel like if I had to pick one, I think Steamboat could get a little dry, just because there's not as much. You have Christmas Tree Bowl and stuff in the back section, which is great, but that stuff you could kind of ski in a day or two. And I just feel like Aspen is almost like, it feels like more than just Aspen, if that makes sense. I want to go back. I haven't been back to Aspen since I went the one time, but Monarch Pass with 3 free days at a bunch of Colorado spots. That's a pretty good deal. You get a Monarch Pass in 3 days at other places. Oh, video gear. Yeah, there will be another like mini series on video gear, on editing, GoPro settings, GoPro like tips and stuff. Just like little tips and tricks maybe that for skiing related. So I'm kind of planning on doing I think there's definitely a lot less people who are interested in that side of things, but just because it's so important to me, I will definitely do like another camera gear video settings, and I've gotten a lot of editing because I haven't really made a video on how I edit my stuff, and I think that's obviously where a lot of this stuff comes together. So there will probably be like a 3 or 4 part like little mini series on just the back end side of things, you could say. Bon Rogers says, love the mountain bike videos, keep them coming until ski season. I think you need a downhill bike. Thank you, Bon. I really appreciate the support and encouragement on the mountain bike stuff. I've been having so much fun, and it's just like one of those things. I feel like the more I get into it and the better I get, the more progression I see, like the more I want to do it. And to have a place like Deer Valley just like in my backyard is pretty remarkable. So yeah, I definitely going to keep them coming, sprinkle them in. But yeah, there will definitely, I would love to just continue to vamp up the channel, have like 2 ski videos a week, 2 or 3 mountain bike videos a week, and just kind of get back to like more of a high output sort of preseason. But yeah, my plan is to kind of keep biking up right through the fall as long as I kind of can, in a safe way. So it's I think you need a downhill bike, dude. The downhill bike was unreal. I mean, I kind of knew what I was getting into a little bit, but it's hard for me not to want to get a downhill bike. But I just don't think it's like, yeah, I don't know. That thing was a beast. If you guys haven't seen, I put out a video this morning on riding a downhill bike at Deer Valley. So, and Regina agrees. One on post-production would be helpful. I know you Final Cut avid for me. I actually use Adobe Premiere Pro. I've never used Final Cut, but Yeah, I would love to put one together on the post-production side of things. I just feel like a little bit like that. I just don't even know where to begin because, yeah, I mean, I could do like a very brief sort of, you know, like overview, but there's just, I mean, I could spend just 10 minutes on talking about like the file management and how I organize the footage, you know. So that could be its own little series in and of itself. And it's obviously very specific to Adobe Premiere users, but I think like a GoPro Max video would be very helpful in my workflow for that. So like the more I sat down and thought about it, I was like, okay, I actually have 10, 15, almost 20 videos I can make. And if you do 2 a week, I mean, that's, you know, that's a pretty healthy amount. So that's why I was like, I was going to wait till October, but I'm just like, I think I have enough content that I could do 2 video a week drip, you know, and I think kind of September people are going to start shifting a little bit into ski mode. So I'd like to be on like the front edge of that on YouTube for this year, but what's up, MFN? Where do you rank Powder Mountain and Snow Basin amongst other resorts in the country in Utah, says Carter Johnson. I guess we'll find out on my resort ranking video. No, I mean, I would say at least of the resorts that I went to, and in Utah, I mean, they're definitely not. It's just tough because when you compare to the Cottonwood Canyons, I mean, there's not a lot of places in the country that hold a candle to those places. But I really like Powder Mountain and Snow Basin. It's just hard to put them up against Snowbird and Alta. I would say, in my opinion, I like Powder Mountain a little bit better than Snow Basin. I would put Powder Mountain at like 6. Snow Basin right after that at 7. They're really fun. I think they're definitely worth going if you ever come to Utah. There's just not as extreme terrain, and the snow quality can be a little bit more inconsistent because I don't even know why. It's not even that much lower in elevation, but I just find that the Cottonwoods have a little bit more consistent snowfall. But they're honestly great resorts. I recommend them. If you ever came out to Utah, you're not going to be disappointed by spending days at Powder Mountain or Snow Basin. And Bon Rogers with the $9.99. I forgot the Stoke button. I brought all of my live stream gear with me, other than the Stoke button, arguably the most important piece. Bon, thank you for the $10, my friend, for the mountain bike fun. The more I look into it, the more it stresses me out. I'm like, man, how do I know if I'm going to make the right decision and drop this money on a bike? And it's like, yeah, for me, like, skis are just easier because, like, not that skis are cheap, but you can buy skis for $400 or $500, and it's a lot different than a few thousand on a bike. So, and now I'm like, I need to kind of wait for like end of season sales, and then it's like, do I want to tie up money when ski season's gonna start? Do I just wait till next year, but then I'm gonna be paying full price like for a bike? So it's kind of stressing me out. But demoing bikes, albeit it's cheaper, it's also not easy to go spend like $100 a pop just to go ride when I have like a season's pass. It feels like I'm kind of defeating the purpose. So I definitely need to get a bike, but I don't know. It's definitely a big investment. XTV producer here. Shit, Bob. For what network or like what type of stuff? Was it like news or sports or like how did that work? Edward, what's up, man? How much skiing do you actually do when you do a video of the day at the mountain? It seems like there'd be a lot of setup time and preparation. Yeah, that's a good question. That I think you're asking me on here, but I like to think I still got a good amount of skiing in, but definitely, I think, I don't know. I don't get as many runs, I think, as people think. A lot of times what I show in the video is the amount of runs that I do. So especially if it's something that's a bit more organized, like I know I'm going to do a hike of some sort or things like that. Like, yeah, there's definitely a ton of time that goes into the actual production and just walking back and forth, getting the camera. I mean, a lot of times I got to like put my skis down, then go set the camera up, go pick my skis back up, walk past the camera, put my skis back down, go pick up the camera. And a lot of times I'll have like 1 minute clips. So to give you an idea, like one shot that you might see in the video for 3 or 4 seconds, if that, takes me like a minute just to do. So that's why it's hard. It is hard for me to kind of link up with people and ski with people sometimes if I'm really trying to film, because it's an inconvenience to people who are there to ski, and I get that. So that's why, like, when I work with someone or I ski with someone like Abe, it's easier because he kind of understands what's going on with it and stuff like that. So the downhill bike looked like a nice little racer. It was, Regina. It was so nice. I mean, it was just so sick. I really enjoyed. There wasn't anything I didn't like about it. I even liked the color of it. It's just like, do I really want to pigeonhole myself that much to where, like, if someone were to offer, hey, do you want to go climb up to Jupiter and then we go take the crest down? It's like, on a downhill bike, you can't even do that. You'd have to get shuttled. So I still think an enduro is like a right fit for a first bike. That's more downhill focused, but you can still climb. But I honestly, I could see myself in the far future having an enduro bike and then having like an actual downhill bike, and just having two bikes that you can rip and kind of spread the wear and tear across. But yeah, let's just focus on one bike for now. But a good editor's organized. I get it. Max Video would be great. Yeah. Honestly, that's the biggest thing that I attribute to being able to churn out, let's say, kind of daily videos in the winter, especially in the early season, is the organization and how I have like the Premiere template, the video like already set. So it's like once I load the footage in, like a lot of the stuff that I do every time is templated. Anything that's repetitive, I like streamline into like one button, if that makes sense. So having a system is huge, or else you'll just get overwhelmed, for sure. So that was a big game changer for me last year specifically, and I've carried it through the bike videos or whatever. I mean, right now I'm biking on Mondays, editing Tuesdays, and that video goes out the next morning. So I'm biking Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm editing Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and I try to chill out a little bit on Saturday. But it's pretty systemic of how I'm approaching the channel now that I'm doing it full time. But skiing, I'm going to be doing it basically skiing, editing that night, video goes out the next day, as long as I can. Connor Henderson, what's up, man? That's funny, no Stoke button, I know. And I remembered it once I was on the plane. I was like, you know what? Of all things that I took with me, cameras, lenses, tripods, I could have easily threw in the Stoke button in my bag. Look for a good used one. I'm on, like, every time I go on Facebook and I go to Marketplace, it's just bikes. So I'm looking at them all the time. I'm just like, I don't know why, I get a little hesitant with buying something like a bike that is so performance driven used. Like, and I'm just kind of looking at like the bike that my buddy let me use, that's quote used. The thing is kind of like falling apart. So that's why I haven't done anything yet, because I'm just like, I could get a very lightly used bike. I could just wait, get through the winter, buy a brand new bike that I like want and fits what I So that's why I've enjoyed demoing, trying new things. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really rushing into anything. And I think when the time is right and everything sort of works out, it's gonna happen. So I don't need to push it. I won't be able to ski at all the season, so I'm going to use your videos as my vice. Oh man, Lucas, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Is it due to an injury or location or job or something, or why can't you ski at all, man? Usually people can get at least a few days in. But I will do my best to serve the the ski Stoke. I'm planning to really go hard this year. Do you think Eden Huntsville is on its way to become the next Park City with all the development that's been going on? I think places like that are still very far out. I mean, 20, 30 years in my opinion when you compare it to like Park City. I would say something like Heber, Midway, like those surrounding areas are going to grow bigger first, but I think Powder Mountain for sure, like the whole neighborhood up there, yeah, all that's going to just continue growing. The only reason why I don't think something like Eden and Huntsville is like the next Park City is the thing with Park City that makes it very unique and so appealing is that the skiing continues right into the actual town, right? Like you can ski right down to Main Street and go get lunch. There's not a lot of mountains out there. I mean, there, Breckenridge, they're not saying there's not mountains that do that, but it's just unique in the sense that you can honestly ski right into Main Street. And so a place like Eden and Huntsville, like you're not going to take Powder Mountain and ski down into Eden, right? So I don't think it's necessarily the next like Park City from that regard. I just think that's what is one of the things that separates Park City from a lot of places. The town and the mountain are essentially connected, and that's why I like Park City so much as a ski town. Sometimes you go to these ski places. I'm trying to think. I mean, you could almost kind of use Telluride as a little example. It's a great ski town, but the mountain and like the town are somewhat disconnected, right? You're like Jackson Hole is another good one, where it's like you go to Jackson Hole, but you're 20 minutes from the actual mountain, So, and that's just where again I think Park City is really cool in that they're basically connected. But again, it's just my opinion. They're all great. They just have the different caveats, No one realizes what shooting film style initials. Each angle, same camera. Yeah, I think it would drive a lot of people crazy. I've always wanted to like do like a whole the whole vlog is just a behind the scenes of an actual vlog. Just so people can see how ridiculous it looks, honestly, of me like setting up the camera in the middle of like a ski village, walking past it, picking it back up, but that's kind of what I'm a one-man band, I mean, I know a lot of people probably think it's ridiculous and stupid, but it's just the style I've always liked, and it adds a lot more than just like a head cam video of someone skiing, so it is what it is. Did this start early? It did. Yeah, I'm in Wisconsin, and long story short, but we had a crazy travel day. Everything got canceled last night, so we had to drive from Detroit through Indiana. Our truck driver, his flight got canceled, so we drove till 3 a.m. last night to pick up the truck and trailer that has the cars in it. We slept for 3 hours till 6 a.m., and then we drove from Indiana up through Chicago and Milwaukee to the track. We got here this morning at like 11. We spent all day setting up, loading things in. Then we have to change the fuel pump on my car, so now the guys are changing that. And so I just felt when the stream is supposed to start, the guys are going to be done and they're going to want to get out of here, go to dinner. So I'm like, I'd rather just start the stream and we'll just kind of make it. It might be abbreviated stream. It probably will be. But I would rather just kind of get on and yeah, I'm just trying to make it work. So I apologize, but we've been live for about 25 minutes and yeah, just hanging out. Got a snowbird. Oh, wait. Matt Edwards, I don't have power? What happened? Did something happen or? Makes sense. Your bag of tricks and creative save DV and graphics. Yep. 100%. Little, whether it's like, we'll call it presets for color grading, right? Or the little motion graphics, like all that stuff I have templated, put away into like a folder. And yeah, it's just when I open up the Premiere template, like boom, the framework is already done. It's just now dropping things in, and so. Who dat? What's up, man? Got a snowboard pass. Any tips for maximizing powder days? I mean, we obviously can't control the weather, but I would, in my opinion, when it comes to snowbird, even if they announce that they got 3 inches, dude, I would always double it in a place like that. If Park City says they got 3 inches, snowbird got twice, and it always skis way deeper than it is. So don't be disenchanted on like a 4-inch overnight storm at snowbird. Like it's gonna ski over your freaking head, no joke. So other than that, obviously getting up early, like making sure you have the right equipment to get up the canyon, all that's sort of given, but I would just say, like, I've never had an experience where Snowbird reports new snow and it's not a sick POW day. So I would just always take advantage of any new snow, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with how well it skis up there. It's just a whole, you can't describe it. People who've been up in Little Cottonwood know what I'm talking about. It's just a whole nother level. And yeah, just don't disregard small storms, because a lot of times the big storms, one, are going to have a bunch of people. Two, you have to deal with the Avy work. And a lot of times some of the best days are when you have 5-6 inches and it just mountains to yourself and it's skiing over your head. So, but congrats, man. Silverback's gonna be sick. Mark Valdez, let's go. Keystone mid-October. I know, I'll be there. And a Basin. Ski Bum, if you left Montec, what other brand would you choose? To be honest, I have no idea. I've been thinking about this. I don't know what I should do with my ski outfit. A part of me, I genuinely like the Montec. I have no issues with it. It's treated me well. I've used it every day. So I'm honestly probably gonna stay with Montec, but just on a first glance, I would probably see what Armada had for outerwear stuff, or try to go to sort of a similar brand to Montec, something like a 686 or something that's, I think, good quality but still not $700 for like a shell. I'm not gonna do that sort of level of stuff. So I don't know. Didn't really answer your question, but I honestly haven't really looked at much outerwear stuff. It's going to be a location job. Yes, though, I'm glad and excited you were planning to go hard this year. Oh, man. Honestly, it's 1 year in the grand scheme of things, you know, maybe. I don't know what your life plan is, but if it's a good job and stuff like that for like a career move, it's definitely worth it. And that's why I tell a lot of people, like, people ask me, like, how do I go to college and ski all the time? I'm like, look, man, me personally, I didn't start really skiing till I was 25 years old, you know, so skiing's always going to be there, but it's important to take, you know, there's other things in life, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, dude, we're going to hit it hard. I mean, I'm excited for this year. I learned so much this past winter, to be honest. Like, one, I'm just a dude. I'm not perfect, you know, so I got burnt out. Like, I learned things on how to do this full time and skiing. I mean, there's not like a handbook on how to do it, you know, so I'm just, every year is going to get better. The videos, you know, all that stuff. So is the pit crew buying you dinner tonight? No, we will be buying the pit crew dinner. That's for damn sure. I mean, you should see this fuel pump that they're doing. I mean, they got to take the whole fuel cell apart. I mean, it's like, dude, I don't know how people know how to do this stuff. So I'm sitting there trying to help them, but we have BMW Motorsport up here, like, showing us the ropes, and it's like, whew. We like the smaller place in Monarch, Love and Copper. Now Copper's a hidden gem. Oh, Cooper. Yeah, or Cooper. Yeah, I want to try the smaller places in Colorado. I definitely want to try Loveland again outside of opening day. I want to try to do more small mountains this year. It's always that battle, because it's like, if you get the 2 main passes, it's like then you're buying day tickets, which, you know. Chin, what's up, man? Change of scenery. Yeah, dude. I'm in Wisconsin. Elkhart Lake. It's fun. Screw them. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Bob. Trust me, that's why I've done it. You know, that's why I haven't stopped. I mean, it's fun. I'm making memories and documenting them in ways that I never really thought I would have done. So 30 minutes earlier. Yeah, a little bit earlier. Probably will end a little bit earlier. I'm basically just at the mercy of the team. Whenever they're like, yo, we're going to eat, I'm like, all right. So going to Vail this year. Also going to be my first time out west. I'm so hyped. Let's go, Leo. Vail is an awesome mountain. There's so many options out there. I'm stoked for you. Are you Italian or Spanish? I'm Italian, 100%, Carter. That is why I have these big old bushy eyebrows that will grow into one eyebrow in a few days if I'm not careful. So, but yeah, I used to get like Mexican a lot, Spanish. How's it going, boy?
What's up, dude?
I'm be on the stream.
I'll say a couple things.
Come on in, dude. We got Alden. How's the fuel pump going, dude?
It's been a drop so far.
Has it?
It's tough, man. We're supposed to remove the fuel tank, or we didn't remove the fuel tank.
Talk to my hair. That's where they are.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So we didn't take the fuel tank out. We're doing it in car, and there's an opening about this big to fit three new fuel pumps and your arms past your elbows to try to get all the work done. It's pretty tough. So
It's possible.
It's possible, yeah. We're getting it done. I need to take a break because I'm
Yeah.
just huffing fumes the whole time.
You get high in there, dude.
Yeah, the fuel tank's empty, but you know, there's a fan in there blowing fresh air through, but it's still. So I'm just taking a break real quick. So.
Yeah, I feel that. That's why I jumped on the stream because I figured when you guys are done, we're heading out of here.
We're not even halfway.
Seriously?
Yeah. Still got to do the wiring.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. I'll get back to it. I'm sorry, man.
Get back to work, dude.
Yeah,
Jesus. Well, there you go. That's like a first-hand account. What's going on? That's Alden, by the way. He's yeah, he's the dude. What's up, Eric? Don't drive through Chicago. We drove through Chicago this morning. The rig actually, which was crazy. My dad and our driver Clinton, we dropped them off at 2:30. They drove straight to Road America to get through Chicago in the middle of the night. So they got in here at like 7 a.m. or something. I mean, just crazy. I don't know. I can't do that. Waiting for my flight home to Minneapolis. Where y'all staying for the race? Chin, we are in an Airbnb. I honestly don't know where. I don't think it's very far from the track. It's like this old farmhouse. We stayed here last year. But yeah, we have like this kind of farmhouse situation. Huge thunderstorm, says Matt. Oh man. I thought thunderstorm season was past us. Need a Keystone Pass. I have an Epic Pass, so I think I should be okay. Race weekend, let's go. I know, it's been a long... We've literally had about 6-7 weeks off, so I think there are some people who are like, are you still racing? And yeah, I am. It's just we didn't have a race, so we're kind of back to race like every 3 weeks. So I go Wisconsin, Florida like in mid-September, and then Indianapolis early October. So it'll be kind of have a few, you know, and that's the last 3 events of the season. Chris Noddy, what's up, man? Yo, sucks I missed last week's live stream meteor shower near Death Valley. Dude, that sounds sick. Then drove up Tioga Pass. I saw that, dude. I saw on your Instagram photos of the Yosemite Valley, and I was like, damn, that dude went to Yosemite. So much water. 87 days until Mammoth's opening day. Dude, you're a beast, man. It's crazy. I was just saying Epic sent out the email or the text message with the dates of opening days. Park City, Vail, Breckenridge, Keystone, Heavenly. So, I mean, it's coming. It's coming. Thank you for the $20, man. No worries about last week, dude. That sounds like an epic adventure, man. I want to make it to Mammoth for an opening day. When's the next ski video, says Green with no baby? Probably beginning of September. I'm going to start rolling them out. So I mentioned it earlier. I have probably about like 15 topics at this point of different ski things, whether it's resort rankings or my ski gear or reviews on the different Armada skis that I use. But my plan is to basically release about 2 ski videos a week leading up until opening day when the season starts, end of October. So if you guys have any topics you want or whatever, like anything that because kind of once the season starts, I love vlogging so much that I basically just gonna go ski and vlog. So if there's any like topics or whatever, I'm super down to share my experience with them. But I'm thinking kind of like beginning of September, I want to start releasing ski videos. Still mix in biking videos and whatever else I get around, but I want to have like a pretty consistent drip of ski related videos. Likely just like a sit down sort of thing, and I'm just sharing stuff from, I want to do like a last season recap, all that stuff. So whatever, just sort of kind of start dripping out the ski stuff. Hit the Patagonia Arc'teryx. I haven't looked back since shelling out the money, or Stio. I know. I'm sure it's one of those things where when I use it, I'd be like, wow, I never go back to anything else. But this is gonna probably sound a little bit weird. But like when I ski for the most part every day or whatever, 5 days a week, it does help to have at least 2 suits, honestly, for the video's sake or whatever, just to like change it up. So it is why I like a little bit more affordable option. But I don't know. I mean, to be honest, guys, like I don't really have like any big negatives towards the Montec stuff. I wish I did. I wish I had a reason to share in the communal hate around Montec and Dope Snow or whatever, but reality is that it works pretty well for the price. So thank God for Wasatch Bagel for having power. Dude, Wasatch is definitely one of the best things about Park City. Breakfast, lunch, dinner does not matter. Do you have any tricks you're looking to accomplish this season? Not really. I don't have any. I'm not really, it'd be cool to like throw a backflip one day, but I'm not super into, I don't really have any like crazy tricks I'm trying to throw. I do want to go a little bit harder just in the big mountain stuff. I want to hit a little bit more cliffs, push myself a little bit more. I think I was rightfully conservative this year with skiing, which I still need to be, but I do think I can maybe push the envelope a little bit more on some things, but at the same time, my whole business plan revolves around longevity and self-preservation. So, but yeah, no, like, yeah, I'm not going to be in the park trying to throw like a cork 7 or something, or what's up, Jay? When did Jay get here? Cooper and Monarch. I've skied Monarch. Has anyone here skied at Badger Pass in Yosemite? Dude, that sounds rad. I'd love to ski at a national park. For dinner, are you actually going to get food this time compared to Virginia? Dude, I hope so. I think I have a better chance this time, because last time in Virginia, the whole team was out getting food, and they said that, they were going to bring it back for me, so I was kind of left on the back burner. But this time, no one's ate. So I think we're going to go to a Mexican place in town that we've been to before when we were here, which is pretty good. So what up, DC? What's up, guys? Guys, if you're here, I don't know, say hello, say where you're from, say what you're excited about. Kind of the point with this stream and the title of it is just like, hey, ski videos are going to be returning soon. If there's something you guys wanted to know apart from go ski at Telluride, if there's something like more information based, I'd be stoked to share my experience with it and make a video on it. So stuff like GoPro tips and tricks for skiing, right? Something like that. Or, my ski gear, resort rankings, all that stuff's on the list. But I want to use sort of the shoulder season as an opportunity to, one, get people excited for ski season, and two, once the skiing season starts, I just vlog, and it's just, it's either you like it or you don't. So if there's more information stuff, appreciate you guys being here. So that's like live from a garage gang too. I know it's not. I honestly was not expecting Alden to actually sit down and talk. He usually is pretty camera shy, but I think he's warming up to it. The best development is Alden's stash. Alden is he's an immigrant from Bosnia. So he was born in Bosnia, then stuff with a war, but he's about 33, so he's a few years older than I am. And then he lived in Germany for a few years, then he came over to the United States when he was probably, I think, like 8 or 9. And he not recently, probably like now 5, 7, 10 years ago, he became a citizen of the United States. So he like took the test, all that sort of stuff. So he's but he has no middle name. His name's Alden Karicic. He's Bosnian. Probably the closest thing to a brother that I have in my life is Alden. Nothing like being a mechanic to let you know about parts you didn't know you have. But the thing with this is we took a fuel pump that is literally a single fuel pump that literally looks like a water pump you might have on like a boat or an RV, and we upgraded it to like the bigger one. So now we have 2 auxiliary pumps and 1 huge like feeder thing. It's crazy. I think this could be a really big upgrade and help us with the power and boost that we seem to be lacking. I think basically what's going on is we're just not getting the right air to fuel ratio. The car can't produce more boost because it doesn't have enough fuel. So this is something that we've been hesitant to replace because of the project and the cost of it, but everyone else is running this, and so again, it's like we're on the back foot, and it's kind of frustrating. Where's the paintball content, says Trevor? Honestly, man, I've been playing paintball. It's almost been something that I started doing just like as a hobby to enjoy rather than trying to film it. I mean, a lot of the beginning of it, I was bringing a filmer out, I was filming it, and I made some videos on it. It just, I don't know, I just don't think it does it for a lot of people. I have a whole paintball day that I have never released. I mean, I could release that, but a little bit disenchanted with Utah paintball because I feel like I saved so much of my summer making the commitment to be at practice, and then it kind of felt like a lot of stuff. Then the team stopped. We didn't go to any tournaments, and it was like, well, I didn't travel that much. You know, I was making sure I was at practice, and then like no one can do any tournaments, so it was a little bit disenchanting in that. Of course, if the rig is coming from Syracuse, you almost can't watch Chicago. Yeah, the rig actually went from Syracuse to Indiana, like South Bend, Indiana, and the truck and trailer got some work done to it. So then we went from Indiana north. But either way, we had to basically go straight north through Chicago and Milwaukee to get here. So what's up, Cow? K-A-U? Cow? Are you doing a live stream with the Garage Gang? Yeah, I think we're going to be doing something with the Garage Gang. Even if we stream twice that week, if I stream Wednesday, then I think the Garage Gang's coming out to Sebring on Saturday. So, but yeah, I'm definitely, and if it's not a live stream, I definitely want to get him in some, honestly, like a dedicated sit-down video of just like the Garage Gang, and it'd be really cool to just do like even just a mini little talk with Dakota, and just like, how did you guys get here, and what are you guys all about? Because I just think they deserve it. I mean, more than anything, right? I mean, they've been an icon to the channel. So make sure you have plenty of B-roll to go sit down. Yeah, dude. I mean, just so much cuts from last year. You know, I have so much stuff I could just throw in there to keep it a little bit more upbeat. But and Eric Gulseth, 1977, dude. Thank you, man. I was saying I love the Stoke button. I brought everything for live stream other than the freaking Stoke button of all things. So it doesn't feel right. Take a 30-minute spin up north. Maybe I can convince my mom to cook you guys dinner. Dude, we're probably, I don't gotta see where we're staying. We're probably staying 15 minutes north anyways. We kind of have this farmhouse in the middle of nowhere. But tomorrow night we have a driver parade where we take all the race cars, all like 100 of them, down into downtown Elkhart Lake, and we sit in town at Siebken's Resort or whatever on the lake, and people can come walk and check out the race cars and talk to the drivers or whatever. So that's usually I'm usually very hungry by then. But the purple suit was cool and match. Yeah, I know, dude. That whole combo, I just feel like, yeah, was pretty epic. I mean, the Stoke Kings are memorials in and of itself because of just, yeah, what I've done with them and how the channel grew by using those skis, and then to have the purple Montec suit to match it was just, yeah, I'm a little sad that I don't have that combo anymore. I love the Stoke Elks, but man, it's just the Kings, I just think I will never get rid of those skis. I think we need a ranking of best truck stop showers you've taken past and future season. Now that's a great topic, dude. No joke. That's something like Just my best like shower experiences from last year. Honestly, dude, truck stop showers are the best out there, no doubt. If you gave me an option to do a truck stop shower or like a recreation center shower, fitness center, 100% I'm choosing a truck stop. They're so clean. They give you like towels. They're massive. Like, dude, truck stop showers are low key where it's at. They're expensive, but dude, nothing better than truck stop shower. Then you walk out and you have like any drink you could want, any snack you could want, dude. Know you're gonna sleep well in the parking lot, dude. Truck stops are just, that's where it's at, 100%. I got the pastrami burger with fries and of course fry sauce. You gotta get the fry sauce, man. I will say Wasatch has probably the best fries in Park City. Their fries are so good. Don't hurt yourself doing stupid stuff. I was swimming around at the end of the day last year and smacked the back of my head really hard. Helmet saved me on that one. Probably been KO. Yeah, I mean, that's the balance we all play, right? I mean, you know, no one tries to hurt themselves, but if you push the envelope, I mean, you're risking some stuff. And to be honest, that's why people want to watch. That's why people watch. I mean, they want to see someone talk themselves off a cliff. I just try to be smart about it because, yeah, I don't want to get injured. But you know, I mean, it's just simple sort of probability that the more I ski, the more I bike, the more I do whatever, I'm gonna get hurt. I mean, it's an unfortunate, but it's reality. You know, you can't. If I didn't want to get hurt, I just would sit inside. You know, even there you can still get hurt. But I get what you're saying, MR2. When does the mountain ranking come out? I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna lead with that video. I would think it's gonna come out sometime in September, potentially beginning of October. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've heard mixed things. I mean, some people say wait, and it sounds like some people just want it. I mean, yeah, I could kick off the ski videos with that one, or I could prime the pump a little bit and then release that one. I don't know. I have no schedule or plan right now with it. Our thing about trying Taos in New Mexico, it's very underrated. It has some very tough turns. Dude, I would love to try Taos, Garner. That's a mountain that's on my list for a while now. I would love to ski in the Southwest. I think that's a very cool experience. It's just, for some reason, the past 2 years, it's just been hard to like fit in the travels because a lot of times I was going west or north, or northwest, and so it just feels like sometimes that Southwest gets skipped, whether it's I don't know, Telluride, Crested Butte, like even Southwest Colorado has been kind of difficult to make, but I think I just need to make the deliberate effort to go. And yeah, I know Taos is spoken very highly of. There's a lot of great terrain there, and I owe it to you guys and myself to check it out. Love Montag, just curious what other gear you go for. Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I think I said this last stream. It's just my own spending habits. I'm just a very loyal consumer. It's like when I find something that works, I typically don't stray from it. So for like 5 years before I got Montec, I was using this Oakley coat, and I don't even remember what the pants were. Just like a basic black and brown sort of outfit. It was before I even really made ski videos on YouTube. And I used that for like 4 years because it worked, And so then I never really looked at new ski stuff, and then I was like, okay, I think it's time to get a new suit. I don't know. Somehow I came upon Montec, whether it was Instagram ads or whatnot, and so I bought it. And honestly, unbeknownst to what people said about it and what the whole stereotype was around, I bought it because it looked cool. The specs seemed like they were good for the price, so I bought it. And then I started making more ski videos. In fact, if you go to like early season or the end of season 2, you'll see my old ski suit, but it was just very brief. But yeah, I don't know what else I'd go for. A part of me wants to go Armada, but yeah, I don't know. I want to talk to Montec again and just see like what the deal is. Are they willing to kind of support the Stoke in the channel? Then I'll stick with them. But yeah, I don't know. You vlog on the race. My plan is to make an episode. Yes, Chin. It'll be a little bit less vloggy first person and a little bit more like the other race videos where it's a little bit more interview-esque docu style. But I will say I get very emotional on race weekend. So if things are going bad, the last thing I want to do is put a camera in my face and talk to it. Which is why I never made a video from Virginia. I was so upset about that whole penalty situation. But I'm telling myself I'll make a video, and hopefully it'll be out on Monday. So yeah, dude, we have a great spot in the paddock. We're way up high. We're like kind of secluded in the back. So you gotta let me know when you're coming. And yeah, dude, it's gonna be sweet. Fancy Schmancy, hello. What workout do you do prepare for skiing? Sam Shinner. What's up, Sam? I was like, dude, I think I know that name. To be honest, dude, I don't do anything specific for skiing. I wish I had a better answer for this. Working out is just something I just do. I'm just into a very basic sort of bodybuilding workout where Monday's typically a leg day, Tuesday's chest, Wednesday's back, Thursday's shoulders, Friday's arms. I work out because it feels good. It's something I can start my day off with in the morning. I've just worked out for so long at this point from my dad. It's just kind of like ingrained in my lifestyle. So it's not like, oh, ski season's coming, I got to work out and get ready for it. It's just, I take a lot of time to strengthen my legs, my lower back, and my core, but I don't do anything specific for skiing, to be honest. But my plan is to make a video kind of detailing just my typical fitness regime for whatever that's worth, but I think it might let some people down just because it's not like I'm doing training for skiing specifically. But I hope all is well, man. Good to see you on here. 2 years ago I got in a Porsche GT4. Cost was huge, and even though talking about marriage kind of getting a seat. Yeah, dude, that's racing, man. I mean, it is entirely, sadly, it really has nothing to do with how good you are or how talented you are. Getting someone to pay for you to race is just, if anything, it's more of a NASCAR thing, but it's very hard. It's a pay to play sort of game. So, and how do I do it? My dad Joe, basically, he owns the team. We have a little bit of help from some other sponsors, but nowhere near what it costs to actually run the program. So Joe fronts, I would say, 75% of it. Then we have a little bit of help just on some basic things, but to be honest, that's how it is. So, and that's varied throughout my career. There was a time where I was getting a lot more support, a lot more help to race, but these past 2 seasons where we kind of got back into it, a lot of it's just been Joe paying for it. So I wish it was different, but the reality is it's just hard for the return on your investment for sponsors in the U.S. for racing is just almost negligible. What up, Lucas from OC? I board Big Bear and Mammoth. Question, what's been the best part of van life? Would you recommend to others who want to travel and ski board? What up, man? That sounds sick. OC, California. Big Bear and Mammoth, both are great mountains. I mean, dude, the best part of van life to me is just the whole experience. I mean, it's hard to match the stimulation that you get from traveling and skiing. I think that's why I like it so much. Waking up in a new place and the decisions you have to make, regularly on the daily is just something you don't get in, I'll say, like, quote, regular life. Something as simple as doing your dishes or where you're gonna do your laundry, or where you're gonna go to the bathroom. So that sort of constant decision making, I think, is one reason I like it. But the best part is just being able to be like, I want to go ski this place. Then you can take your home with you and go to these places. I mean, it's not to say it doesn't come with a bunch of negatives and struggles, but the best part, honestly, is just the freedom that it allows. I've been able to ski more resorts than I ever thought I would be able to in my life. So naturally, I'm going to recommend it. I would just say that van life in the winter is it's very challenging. And so if you've done it in the summer, it's a start and it's great, but it's a whole nother beast in the winter when you're dealing with with sun, with snow and storms and very little daylight. You know, it can be, the days are very tough when it gets dark at 4:30 and you're sitting in your rig in a truck stop parking lot, you know, for the next 6 hours when it's time to go to sleep. So I would recommend it, but I just think, you know, it can be very hard. And I think, yeah, that's all. I mean, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. I'm saying to say Pablo will make it a Sebring, dude. Come on, man. Pablo, what do we got to do to get you out there, man? I don't think the Garage Gang is going to be complete without you there, though. That's the problem. What do we got to do to get you there, man? And Dakota with the 420. I would have a little sit down with you any day, dude. I'm serious, man. We got to do something. I want it to be very chill and informal, but I do think it'd be really rad to get you and the rest of the gang just in it, man, formally on the channel. The real Garage Cake is on. Stoke Horn, I know. Bow, bow, bow. Dang, sorry you can't make it with the rest of the gang, dude. We're not giving up on Pablo yet. It's not all said and done. I'm not convinced. Hey Lucas, I'm either with Park City because I hear it's pretty safe and cool place. Hi Lucas, I'm either gonna move to Park City because I hear it's pretty safe and cool places there, or I'm gonna go to Nicaragua. Honestly, those both sound like two amazing yet very different experiences. Park City or Nicaragua. But yeah, Park City, I can't speak about Nicaragua, obviously, but Park City is very safe and tons of things to do, very beautiful. So I don't think you can go wrong with either one, but let's not give them two great options. How's the terrain at Solitude? Terrain at Solitude is good. I think, you know, it's basically all the same. It's, you know, the same sort of, right? It's just like, it's like a mountain peak over is Big Cottonwood, if that makes sense. I don't think it's not as gnarly as some of the stuff you get at Snowbird and Alta. But I think if you know where to look, you can find some really gnarly stuff. There's not the same volume of it, if that makes sense. I struggle with Solitude a little bit because I just feel like I don't ever ski the mountain well, and I feel like it can be awkward sometimes with how the mountain works. A lot of Solitude's claim to fame is back in Honeycomb Canyon, but it can kind of get yourself trapped, and you got to take some lifts to get back. Whatever, but it's a great mountain. I definitely recommend it. I don't think you're gonna go. Oh no. What happened? I know what happened. Stand by. We're coming back. Okay. I unplugged my camera. Go to Solitude, man. It's great. If you're gonna be in Utah, I think it's worth putting on your list. But I would put it, you know, Snowbird, Alta, Solitude. How's Luna? Is the heater fixed, ready to go, or are you getting new batteries? Heater's fixed. The batteries have been fixed. Everything is, yeah, it was the blown fuse. I have extra fuses. I mean, I've been debating upgrading the batteries to self-heating batteries for the winter. I will get the heater serviced just as a precaution, because, yeah, that's what I was saying, like, how gnarly the winter is in the van. I mean, the heater's such a big part of it, so I'm going to be taking care of a lot of that stuff. Beforehand. But yeah, the heater's been good. So stereotyping gear seems stupid. I agree, man. I mean, I think stereotyping anything, I think it goes with any of these sports, right? It's like, dude, 99.9% of the people who ski or climb, mountain climb, rock climb, bike, I mean, you name it, we do it because it's fun and it's like an escape from our day-to-day lives, right? It's a hobby. It's something that gives you a little adrenaline rush, and it's like to stereotype someone based on what they wear, or the gear they use, or their skill level, and discourage someone from playing the sport, playing the game is just, to me, I literally, I can't even fathom it, right? Like I can't understand why someone would do that. And that's why I love what we build here, because it's just about going out and having fun and enjoying the mountains, right? Like I'm not a good mountain biker, but I go out and do it and I have fun doing it. So I hope it inspires other people to apply that principle with whatever else it is, whether it's skiing or whatever the hell it is. But to discourage someone or rain on someone's parade because of gear they use or their skill level or whatever, right? If they're out there having fun and just like trying to enjoy their life, I mean, to hate on someone for that is like, it's entirely backwards. And I just think it's an entire self-reflection on that person. They have some poison inside of them. They have something going on in their life that they just feel the need to take it out on other people, when we're all there just trying to get through life and freaking have a good time while we're here. So that's why the longer I do this, the more I do it, I become more and more resilient to it. But it's just like, attack me, right? Make me the scapegoat. Don't attack someone else who's just out there trying to learn and have a good time. I mean, it's if that's you, then you're not in this for the right reasons. So it's kind of a little tangent, but it's something I'm passionate about with all this. I've heard Angel Fire is pretty sick, Matt. And that's what I would do, is if I'm going to make a trip down to like Taos or somewhere like that, I would try to plan it to where I can hit other mountains along the way, even if they're not on these big passes, just to make it, make more of a tour out of it. That's the fun part. Being in the van gets exhausting when I ski somewhere, then I have to drive 10 hours to the next ski resort. When I can ski, then I drive 2 to 4 hours, chill out, ski another place. Like, that's where the Pacific Northwest tour was really fun. I wouldn't necessarily say Brighton is calm. I mean, I think there's a little bit more intermediate terrain at Brighton, to be honest, and just a little bit, a lot of like the main stuff. It's a little bit more park orientated, so you can kind of cruise around. But there's definitely a lot of gnarly stuff at Brighton as well. But Brighton, of the two, might be a little bit more calm. I don't know. I don't really ski at Brighton that much, to be honest. That's something I got to get more experience at. I hit up Solitude in April after bad freeze thaw and everything icy. It was still awesome. Dude, that's the great part about Utah in general, and especially the Cottonwoods. Like, even if conditions are, quote, bad, like, it's never really bad up there. I'll be in New York. No. All right, well, either way, Dakota, I got to get a legit head count, a serious people are going to go, so I can get you guys the necessary passes. So yeah, I think we're going to have Jerry cross. I think DC's going as well. So we're going to have some other people from the Stoke squad there. So that's why I need, when we get closer, I'll hit you up on Instagram or something. But yeah, I can definitely, I want to get you guys the full access and stuff. So Taos isn't on the icon. Seriously? I mean, East Coast, so ice wasn't entirely new, but the icy moguls were. Damn, so if an East Coaster says it was icy, that means it was actually icy. Live from the sauna, post chest day. Let's go. Justin's in the house. I wish I had a Stoke button, because that deserves a Stoke button. No. Can't believe I forgot the Stoke button. I heard they call Park City Little Miami. Really? I don't think I've ever heard that before, but I guess I'll have to agree, especially around Sundance. The thing I liked about Solitude was the solitude. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit more chill than the other ones in the Cottonwoods. Brighton can get very busy. I mean, Solitude can get very busy too. They're all packed, but you can definitely go back in Honeycomb Canyon and feel like you're the only one on the mountain. Only a few on mountain lodging, restaurants fulfilled real. Yeah, that's how a lot of places are in the Cottonwoods, to be honest. a lot of mountains in Cottonwoods are very skier orientated or whatever, rider orientated mountains. There's not like a ton of, you know, it's not as resort feeling. How's the snow in Park City? Is it bad that you can't get out of your home bad? I wouldn't say it's that bad, to be honest. I mean, it's not like Lake Tahoe bad where you'll get 3 feet of snow like overnight and you can't go anywhere. We'll have our storm cycles, obviously, but the cool part with Park City is that it might dump a foot of snow, but then the next day it's sunny and the stuff dries off pretty quick. So getting around in town is usually pretty chill. But obviously the skiing and stuff is great. So yeah, I'm not saying we don't get storms in Park City where it's socked in and it's dumping snow, but it's not as bad as some other places, largely Truckee and those types of places. But you know, you are living up in the mountains in a ski town, so that's why I recommend no matter where you go to like have the proper equipment. You know, whether it's 4-wheel drive, snow tires, chains, knowledge of sort of how to navigate icy roads. I mean, that stuff's important to have, and a lot of people who get themselves in trouble are just people who just don't know the information, you know. So Justin, you gonna wreck his phone in the sauna? I know, dude, things gonna explode. Stroke Squad meetup this week, and my buddy is smoking a ton of food. Damn, dude, I gotta make it over to your buddy's place. I like that. Stroke Squad meetup. This is getting out of hand, though. House went from base to base plus. So it still is on icon, just a little bit more bigger pass. I think I gotta lock in my icon pass. I think I have my epic pass. I gotta lock in my icon though. Jerry S says, I'm excited at Park City the first time it's winter. Let's go, man. One of the videos I am excited to make is I'm making a Park City versus Deer Valley video, and then I want to make kind of like a Park City versus Canyons video, and then I want to make I was just flipping you guys off, how to ski Park City type of video. So kind of showing some of the advanced spots, the more intermediate spots, where to go, how to get off the bottom. So almost like a little bit of a guide on how to ski Park City, just because I'm pretty familiar with that mountain. But yeah, there should be some Park City orientated stuff coming out here. I'm not doing Alta versus Snowboard because I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. I'm already crucifying myself with the resort ranking videos as it is, but on the East Coast line, the Epic Pass release an opening dates plan on the East Coast from EO. The deal is, man, if the channel ever hits 100,000 subscribers, I'll do East Coast stuff. That's been the I don't know when we made that deal, but it's been a long-standing sort of contract. So to be honest, other than that, I'm not planning on doing any East Coast stuff. I would, if stuff continues to go the way it goes and I stay somewhat relevant, I would say maybe 2, maybe 3 years, I could be on the East Coast. What's good with I-70 in Colorado this winter? Y'all hear anything? I don't know what you're referring to, Mark. Typically, I-70 can be a very rough interstate to navigate in the winter because it's the only way into the mountains and the only way back. So leave early, try not to ski and, you know, drive during peak times. I would always leave at like 4 in the morning when I lived in Colorado, and I would get to A Basin by 6:30 and just sit there. I like your video, says Jurston. Thank you, man. Jurston. People are always gonna talk shit no matter what. Yeah, 100%. That's the thing. Like no matter what you do, no matter what you wear, people are always gonna have a problem with it because they just, you know, they just want something to find, nitpick, you know. Tell me I suck at skiing, or I mean, you guys, you name it. At this point, I've probably seen it, especially with the short form videos I'm putting out. It's just, it is what it is. And it's just they just don't, again, they just don't understand. They don't understand the full picture, right? They don't understand the context. Like, it's all good. I mean, it's just, it just comes with the territory. So the bigger thing is, as long as you know your intentions and what's like another word? I guess the reason why it doesn't bother me as much is because I know what my intentions are. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I know what the truth is, and a lot of times people are just saying stuff on. They see one thing on the screen, you know, and it's not the whole story. So how can you make an assessment or a judgment without knowing all the information? Just again, doesn't really make sense. No, I'm good. Thanks, though. And the bigger thing, too, is like, even if I saw something that I didn't like on the internet, I would just, like, go on with my day, you know? But the fact that people stop and, you know, it's like, look, man, it's just, I don't get it. Yeah, and typically, Silky, they're the loud minority, right? That's typically how it goes. They're an extreme minority, but they're the loudest group in that, you know. So it, again, is what it is. Maybe in a few months, then, yeah, I don't know about that. I'm ready for the season. Let's go, Rodeo Bozo. Me too, man. I'm getting stoked. We're gonna see it here, and yeah, you know, I think if it's a good early season, we'll be on snow before Halloween. So, but there will be some ski related stuff coming out soon. You should try to get out more to Brighton. It's always been my favorite, mainly for the vibe there. We all grew up there because they're so much cheaper, so I'm biased. Yeah, no, you're definitely right, man. It's definitely the one place in Utah that I haven't spent a lot of time at. I don't really know why. I don't have like a reason as to why I haven't skied there more. But it is a place I need to get more experience at. There's no reason why I'm not using 7 days at Brighton every year. Mark, what's up, man? Good to see you, my friend. Power's back on in Prospector. Nice. Must have been a pretty gnarly thunderstorm that came through. Stokehorn. We need to rent a huge place for the meetup and call it the Powder House. Let's roll. I know, dude. There's some people talking about... I guess I'll back up. Like, I guess that's on people going to the meetup, right? Like, I'll help facilitate it. I'll, like, announce it. But, you know, if I think Justin did that the first year. But if people want to get a house, you know, like, again, that's just on people who want to go in on it. But it would be really cool. I think a bigger thing, Mark, that's actually would be a more official thing is, like, I do an actual hosted ski retreat, a ski trip, Stoke Squad. It'd be something where I take care of all that, right? Like, I get the accommodations, I work with the resort, get us lift tickets, meals, stuff like that, and it's something you sign up for and whatever, and it's limited to 10 people or something, you know, and it's more of an event. That would be sweet, because the meetup is definitely more of just like, it's obviously a lot more casual sort of thing, but I do think down the road would be really cool to offer something like that. Kyle Harvey heading back to Canada. Yes, definitely. I am the most excited for Canada. Canada whooped my ass last winter, and so I'm excited to get revenge on Canada, or at least try to. I mean, it'll probably whoop my ass again, but Kicking Horse was unbelievable. Revelstoke was unbelievable. I want to spend more time at Whistler. All the mountains on the Powder Highway. Just being up in British Columbia felt surreal. And on my end, it was all my own doing. But I just didn't have a good mindset with the van, and I feel like I didn't get the experience I wanted to out of Canada. So I'm excited to get back up there. I like guides going from the parking lot all the way in. I feel a lot more comfortable. Yeah, 100%, dude. I have this weird thing where, like, at least, like, with the biking stuff I've been doing lately, like, when I went to Powder Mountain, like, I wanted to see, like, what the lift looked like. Like, what does it look like when you get on the lift? What does the parking lot look like? Like, I share the same thing. It's like, I want to see, like, the little details. Like, the run is what it is, but I want to see, like, the other stuff. So that's why I think a guide of, like, how to get off the bottom of Park City, like, getting off the bottom of a mountain is such an important thing, because it can make or break your day. If you go to the wrong zone and you're with a family or a group, like, you could be waiting in lines for 1 to 2 hours just to get off the base. And canyons is one that's definitely like that. If you go to the wrong place, you can be really stuck. And so little stuff like that, I think, is important for a ski experience. Come to Monarch Mountain. I would love to check it out one day. There's a conversation going on that I'm kind of losing. EU says 100K subs or not, you're invited to Stoke meetup in the Northeast this winter. Let's go. Maybe I'll have to make a trip then. If I have an official invite, I can't decline an invite. That's just rude of me. Again, I need to get back on the Discord and we can do this. Yeah, guys, get on the Discord. There should be a link in the description of this live stream. If you're on Discord, definitely a good time to get into it, get acquainted to it. It's a great resource in the winter, just for resort talk, you know, advice, stuff like that. It's a pretty chill, mellow sort of space where, yeah, if you just want to talk about skiing in the mountains, whatever it is, definitely check out the Dissy Discord. Eric Gulseth, 343. Bringing his lifetime total up to $1,255.94. Smash the like button and hit up the Discord. Those are two things you should do. I don't ever ask for people to like the stream or the videos. I don't even ask for people to subscribe to my channel. But Eric does. So if you guys like the stream, I guess hit the like button or hit the dislike button. It really doesn't matter. And yeah, check out the Discord. Again, if you want. But yes, actually on that note, guys, the meetup this year, the official dates is March. Someone help me out with this. I think I've like this. Yeah, I don't know. I like my mind cramps up. March 9th and 10th. So it's the second weekend of March. That is the official date. It's not going to be changing. So the first day is at Park City. The second day is at Solitude. I feel fat and I'm happy. That a boy, Matt. Liam says, let's go. I'm hyped for ski season. I think we all are, man. I think we've had our summer Joneses, and now we're ready for the snow to start falling, even though it feels like it just stopped. Do a night skiing video there or Sundance? Yeah, dude, I want to make a night skiing video in general. Brighton would be a great one. I've had this like fantasy. I wanted to go up to Jackson Hole. I want to ski Jackson Hole during the day, then go ski Snow King at night. But honestly, night skiing is kind of its own little beast. It gets cold. Another vote for doing an East Coast trip with the Stoke squad, says David.
Another vote for doing that.
Clinton says another vote.
You wouldn't be happy though.
He says I wouldn't be happy. Clinton is our. I don't think. Clinton, I'm having you on the video this weekend. I've had Tyler. I've had Alden. Now it's your turn.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or we need to do that.
No. Maybe Friday. Oh no, I agree. Not now.
That'd be cool.
Stoke Squad retreat. Sign me up. Yeah, I think it'd be a really cool thing. Again, it's kind of. I just think it's kind of the next level of the channel. A lot of people do it. I don't know if you guys know TJ Kern with Board Archive, but he just announced he's doing one in Japan. You know, he's going out for a week and he sold it out. I mean, it's really cool stuff. You know, a lot of people do like summer camp, so something similar to that, but obviously the Stoke Squad way. So, where do you rank the 2022-23 ski season in terms of conditions? Quality. I mean, it was the best ski year I've ever had.
Fucking 11, dude.
Yeah, I mean.
From 1 to 10, it was 11.
Yeah. Clint says from 1 to 10 it was an 11, but yeah, in my life, I mean, it by far the best on both terms. I mean, I was skiing full time, and it just seemed like there was nonstop powder days. So yeah, it was definitely the best year I've ever had. Unrelated to skiing, did you post a VIR video? Yeah, I to be honest, I don't even think. I let that one die. I let that die the weekend I was at VIR because I was so upset. And looking back at it, I shouldn't. I should never do that. But man, I will say it is hard to make videos when you're not in the right mindset to do it, you know. But yeah, I was just so upset with how that whole thing went down. Big Powder Highway Tour would be sick to see. I've just got to check out Red Mountain, White Walker. Nice, dude. Yeah, that was my whole plan last year. But unfortunately, we had van issues, and it was quite gnarly up there, so we never really got to finish it. But the plan would be to go back and really capitalize on the Powder Highway from the end. Really, basically in the month of February would be when that whole thing would happen. My biggest complaint about North Star was getting off the base. You had to ride 3 lifts to get a good turn. Yeah, exactly. That's why I love mountains where you get, like, Snowbird. I mean, okay, Snowbird's probably not the best example, but, like, Jackson Hole. These mountains, like, you take a lift and you're at the top and you're skiing right away. What is the Discord? Let me see if I can find it real quick here. Oh, never mind. It's not in the description. I thought I had it in there. Huge fan from Ogden, Utah here. Let me see if I can get the Discord here while I'm... Thank you, Junior. Powder 7 in Colorado is hiring and posted on Discord. I still don't believe that lifetime total. I don't know, man. It doesn't lie, dude. I mean, I think if I really wanted to, I could go back and manually total up. But so we can ignore it. I can take it down if you're not comfortable with it. I thought it was cool stuff to have, and like the bottom is like this month's, I think, top or something. Invite people. Hidden. Use copy button. Here is the that should be an invite link to the Discord. So hop on in, say what's up, and make sure Chin doesn't yell at you, or else you did something bad. I'm gunning for the top spot. Dude, I bet Dakota's close, dude. Dakota is, you know, small steps, but big gains. When are you heading to Wisconsin? From Jeff, and Jerry asks, yeah, I'm at Road America. We got in this morning. I am in our... Let's see if I can move this without disrupting everything. I am like in our toter home, our hauler thing. And yeah, we had a crazy day getting here. Flights were canceled. We had the drive from Detroit. So, but yeah, I'm here. I am in Wisconsin. Elijah says, you're definitely my favorite ski YouTuber. Thank you, Elijah. I'm glad you like the channel, dude. We like to have a lot of fun over here. Lots of Stoke Squad meetup ski buddies here tonight. That's right, Chris. It's been good. It's been a great stream. I think we've been up to about 50 people, so people getting excited for ski season, and yeah, appreciate the Stoke Squad. So many green names in here. If you're north of Elkhart Lake, check out the steakhouse in St. Anna. Yeah, I gotta figure out where Airbnb... I think our Airbnb is pretty close to the track. Glad you like the pound cake. Dude, the pound cake was unreal, and we're still eating those peanuts. Whatever nuts those were, they're like... You have like some hot ones, you have salt and pepper... Like whatever the nuts you gave us, dude, were so great. They're a big hit. And like the honey, and was it like apple butter? I don't even know what the hell. I don't even know what that crap was, but it was delicious. So there's a Discord link, guys. Hop in if you're in Discord, and it might be a little quiet. But I can assure you it picks up quite a lot during ski season, so. Like that day skiing, I know you shoots binding issues after falling through your ski pole or something like that. Oh man, that was a bad video. That was a tough day out there. All right, you know we all have our days like that. Thanks for answering my question. Definitely another vote for New England ski trip. You're welcome, Z-Man. You know, I think the time will come. When the time comes. It's fine living up there. Okay. Yeah, you're up there, man. I set up this stream like so long ago. I haven't really changed it. I have my Instagram up there. What else? I think it goes to my TikTok. I've been posting on TikTok every day. I mean, it's the same YouTube short. I put it on TikTok as well, but. Drop that banhammer when necessary. Yeah, dude. You don't want to get a talking to from Jay or Chin. No, it's all good. Just don't be an ass. Hopefully Airbnb and race are better than Danville. Dude, honestly, our Airbnb in Danville was the worst one of the season, man. So far, both years at Virginia, the Airbnb has just been awful. I don't understand it. But yeah, I think this one's a little better. I have like this little room underneath the staircase. My cousin is with us as well, so we have an extra body. But yeah, typically Elkhart Lake is a little bit nicer than Danville. Are we good?
We're gonna fire it up.
It's all in.
It's in. They're firing it up.
As you got Papa Joe.
How you guys doing? I couldn't be on the live stream, so I'm in the live stream. It's all good, man. We're getting really amped up. Oh, damn. It's the first time I've been on camera.
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
You're on it, man.
Hello, everyone. That's all I can say.
That's it? That's all you got?
That's all I have. I love being here with my boy.
Shit.
That's what I have, but it's nothing. That's the biggest
We gotta
thing.
let it sink in.
Yep. That's it. I gotta getting rid of the. I gotta get into the scene. All that.
There you
That's it.
are.
All right, you guys have fun, man. I appreciate it. Love everyone's support of Lucas.
I fired up.
Oh, that's it. She's running.
Oh, the car fired up. It's a good sign. Yeah, see, he left too early. You gotta wait till it he's gotta wait till it sinks in. I think there's obviously a little delay. But now he left. I think he got nervous. Summer goes less than 15 minutes north of the track. The Supper Club. It sounds good, man. Those are the places that are always fire. In your stories, you should post the first comment with a link to the video came from. I usually do. For the I would say 90% of every short, there's the pinned comment has the link to the original video. But YouTube is taking away links in short comments, so you will no longer be able to do that because of this like spam. Made it down there. She's in Wisconsin. I'm for dude. Maybe your girlfriend is the bad juju. No, dude. Jay Ski rips mountain bikes. Looking at a fun day. Yeah, dude. Jay rips on the bike, man, and on skis. Jay's just one of those like year-round rippers. All you do is change the medium that he's ripping on, and he shreds it. But yeah, it's super fun. More than anything else, it's just one having someone out there and just having the wealth, the knowledge, and the expertise. It's same thing with skiing, right? It's like if you can find people who are better than you, more experienced than you at least, like your day will typically be a lot better. So he's been so patient with me, like he's never pushed me to like do anything. Like he's been a great like friend to just hang out with and learn from. So Papa Joe, yeah. He's in here. He's getting, I feel like, I don't say he's getting old, but every time I don't see Joe for a while, and then like I saw him at the airport, I was like, wow, Joe, you are, either I grew or you shrunk, because you just seem smaller. Like his frame, like everything. And it's like, well, he is 62, I mean. But he's excited. Jeff, gonna come watch you boys race this weekend. Let's go, man. I'm stoked, dude. I love when we have Stoke Squad members come to the races. Chin will be here as well. Channel moderator. He created the Discord. You know, huge supporter of what goes on here. So Chin's gonna be here. I don't know when he's coming, but I got, you know, he's coming. So. Wait, did Jay post a video today? What? What? Jay Ski. Oh, he did. Let's go. I gotta check that out. Twilight Lapse from Jay Ski. Papa Joe in the house. Good luck this week. Yeah, Joe's gonna tear it up, man. Joe's been doing extremely well in the race car for racing against 20-year-olds and whatnot. I mean, he's been getting better and better. Idea for ski content: drop Silvercliff. How about this idea, DC? You drop it and I film it. We need to have a DC feature, anyways. This whole episode is just about DC. They should rename that cliff to DC Cliff or something, because that's got your name all over it. I don't even think, I mean, I know where it is. It's kind of off the traverse, like in between Six Bells and whatnot, or before Six Bells, but yeah, I don't really know how exactly to come on top of it. So yeah, I would need you to show me kind of where to go. Can I post my OF link? Dude, if the only person who can post their OF link is you, Dakota, so you don't even have to ask. Dab and Dilf. Actually, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if that was actually a real thing, so. Pow Daddy 420. Only skis link? Dude, for real. He's getting shorter from all the compressions on all the bump runs he's doing. Yeah, no joke. That dude is, he's busted just about everything you can in your body. AKA Boof Daddy. What lines are you trying to ski next year? I don't know. That's a good question, man. I guess more or less. I don't know like what specific lines are out there, but I mean, there's definitely some various mountains I want to ski. You know, stuff like that. I mean, yeah, I don't really have specific lines that I have in my mind. I just want to ski and have fun doing it. What mountains are you hitting up this season? From Shane W. Job at Breck. Nice, man. Yeah, I'll definitely be at Breck for like opening day and early season stuff. I think the plan is honestly pretty similar to last year, just doing it better. Doing like Northwest, British Columbia. I think British Columbia is just so crazy for skiing. So legit. The terrain there is just super gnarly. So I want to spend some more time up there, but it would be cool, like late March after the meetup, to go do another Colorado trip, you know, like mid-season or whatever, late season, whatever you consider that. So we'll be everywhere from Colorado to Utah to California, Oregon, Washington, British Columbia, and Alberta. Hopefully Montana, but again, I mean, now it's like covered every state in the West for skiing. Hoping to see opening day at Winter Park. I will be there, dude, for sure. Definitely planning on Winter Park opening day. I got to see that, you know, it was helpful that Epic released the dates or the projected dates, but like, for instance, Vale and Breckenridge, they open the same day. So I'm like, okay, I guess I got to do 2 opening days in one day. So yeah, it's just a matter of sort of seeing what the schedule of all the opening days, but my plan is to be there. So I think the guys are ready to roll, and it's honestly good timing because my computer is about to die. So yeah, just to recap and kind of address the title of the stream here, the ski videos will be returning hopefully in about 2 weeks, like September. So if you guys have any topics or ideas that you think you want to, hear about or whatever before the season starts, I would love to make videos on them. What I have so far is where did I don't think it's gonna be too big. It's not gonna work. So here's my list that I made. Resort rankings, because that's, a big one. 2024 ski gear, just like the gear I use. I'm going to do like a 2-year Montec review of just, hey, I've used this for 2 seasons straight. My top 5 POV runs from last year. I'm going to do an updated van tour with more of a ski emphasis. Like what are the components of the van that I use for skiing? The heater, the ski rack, boot dryer, stuff like that. Park City versus Deer Valley. Not necessarily like a head-to-head, but just what are the differences and what might be the better mountain for you. Park City versus Canyons. It's technically the same resort, but there's two sides. How to ski Park City, like, how do you get off the bottom? Where do you go if you're an advanced skier? What's good to ski on a powder? Stuff like that. Epic versus Icon Pass. I don't know if I'm doing this video because it's just so popular, but again, just from my experience, what is the better pass for you, or what's the differences? I'm going to be doing a video on each Armada ski. Armada 106 review, the JJ, the White Walker, the 133. I just feel like I have a lot of experience with them to actually talk about them. Okay. Yeah, so am I. I want to do like a sort of like a GoPro series on the settings, maybe like best practices on how to mount them, editing, stuff like that. Someone mentioned a Utah resorts review of just like putting all the resorts almost against each other. I do think there'll be a lot of overlap with that and the resort rankings. But it might just kind of be a nice overview of like, hey, if you're in Salt Lake, you have the Cottonwoods. North of Salt Lake, you have Snow Basin and Powder Mountain. If you're in southern Utah, you can go to Bryan Head. Kind of just like a generic thing. And then I want to make a video on just like the itinerary. Like, what's the plan for next year? So those are just some of the stuff, that's, 10 or 12 videos right there. So Andrew, keep up the good work. Thank you, man. Compare all of Utah. Don't forget the showers. Battery management during the cold. That's a good one. Are they like wrapped up? Like,
yeah.
All right.
Well, you're good.
Yeah, now my computer's gonna die anyways. Yeah. How to carry extra fuses. Yeah, that's a good one. As an avid skier and video production pro as well, would love to see a little more about your day of filming. You've given a glimpse before, but a full of how you do your video day would be fun to see. Yeah, it would be cool, like a behind the scenes of the vlog. It would look pretty ridiculous, but I think it would kind of shed some light into what goes on. But all right, guys, out of respect for the guys, I am not going to make them wait. We streamed for an hour and 40 minutes, still pretty solid. And we had upwards of 50 people in here. I think we hit over 50 at one point. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time to be here. I'm in Wisconsin for the next few days, but check out the recent mountain bike video from this morning. I've been posting YouTube shorts, and yeah, man, it's only up from here. So I love you guys, appreciate you, and I'll see you guys